This video is based around Sustainable Design Goal 5, Gender Equality, and focuses on the problem, the effect of gender gap on the earnings returns to higher education in UK. In my research, young women who are about to graduate and are looking for a job are target users. First, I've done a lot of secondary research on data analysis, and I have reviewed a lot of literature and relevant materials to gain a comprehensive understanding of the issue. Then, I did a lot of questionnaire research and interviews, as well as observing the behavior patterns of users when looking for jobs. In addition to this, I have used a number of design tools to help my research proceed more deeply. Now, the story begins. There is a positive story to be told when it comes to women's place in higher education. The higher education participation level for young women has now reached 56% compared to only 44% for young men. But the difference between male graduates and female graduates is stark. The estimated gain to the exchequer of individuals attending higher education is around £110,000 per student for men and £13,000 per student for women. Where does the huge gender pay gap come from? I will analyze it from the following three aspects: education, job selection, and job progress. In terms of education, science and math are often seen as male subjects. Even when boys and girls perform at the same level in mathematics, boys are significantly more likely to expect to work in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics occupations, while jobs in cleaning, catering, care, and retail are mainly done by women. Most girls are taught to avoid risk and failure, while taught to smile pretty, play it safe, get all A's. Boys, on the other hand, are taught to play rough, swing high, crawl to the top of the monkey bars, and then just jump off headfirst. In other words, we are raising girls to be perfect and raising boys to be brave. Women have been socialized to aspire to perfection. They become overly cautious, afraid of trying and of making mistakes. In terms of job selection, women on average apply for fewer positions, and in particular for less senior positions. Women are more strategic and applying for positions that are safer bets for them. In terms of job progression, women tend to reach senior positions less than men. Women are more time poor than men. They spend more time completing unpaid work such as household chores and child care. They may not be able to take on a senior job with greater responsibility or longer working hours. Women may also be at a disadvantage when negotiating their pay because they are not expected to ask for as much pay as men. 16% of women say they've never negotiated with an employer over pay. Other kinds of discrimination and hostility in the workplace can also prevent women from progressing. For example, recruiters use reasons such as difficult conditions, night shifts required, and intense work to restrict women, or being asked at an interview if you are married or if you plan to have children. Growing up in such an environment will inevitably lead to an unconscious discrimination and lack of self-confidence within the women. If women do not have a clear understanding of their own self-worth and only evaluate themselves according to the external perceived social value, they may gradually lose themselves and always choose and get used to silence. In my research, I have been continually reframing my problem statement. From the beginning, I focused on the unequal states of the family and the fact that women take on too much unpaid care work. As my research progressed, I realized that we were teaching girls to be perfect instead of brave, so I focused on the education of children. In conducting the primary research, I shifted the focuses of the problem statement to a similar context: the effect of gender gap on the earnings returns to higher education in UK. The next part is my area of innovation, the project Value Yourself. The key to self-confidence is not whether she has something, but whether she believes she has something. The Value Yourself project starts by helping girls take a career positionality test. Let confused girls know where their values can be better reflected. After the girls have filled in their target companies and job types, Value Yourself will group girls with similar plans. On the road of job hunting, it is no longer one person faces many difficulties, but we meet the challenges together. Activity 1. T-shaped skill exploration. During the activity, everyone can reflect and review which other hobbies and which other specialties superior to others. Finally, the girls draw their own T-shaped skill chart to have a clear understanding of their core skills. Activity 2. Set application goals and understand industry pay scales. The schedule includes job categories, companies, and the number of applications to motivate and ensure that everyone can apply for as many jobs as possible to avoid missing opportunities for fear of failure. And then the group works together to understand the pay scales and ability requirements. Activity 3. Creating CV. Through the above activities, everyone has a clearer understanding of their career direction, expertise, and industry. Everyone is to make different CV according to the company they want to apply for, and then share with each other to upgrade their CV. Activity 4. Mock interviews. Mock interviews are based around value questions to enhance everyone's confidence, find their own value in the field, and believe in their own value. Activity 5. Set salary expectations and learn salary negotiation skills. At the end of the mock interview, team members give feedback on everyone's performance. Everyone is supposed to set a salary expectation. It's not just a number, but a recognition of self-worth. Finally, team members can learn the skills of salary negotiation, share more interview skills, and so on. I've tested some part of the activities and got some great responses. It's not just about helping girls find a desirable job, it's about helping girls find their self-worth and live more courageously and confidently.